Since opening on May 1st, 1989, Disney Studios Florida has put guests into the action and excitement of movies, television, and Disney animation. The most popular movie and TV studio in the world, Disney Studios Florida honors the stars, technicians, and artisans who create the magic that is Hollywood. From the top, it all looks like one big happy Mickey face. But the truth is there are two sides to Disney Studios Florida. One is all fun and fantasy, shows, rides, and adventures. The other is the reality of how movies and television are actually created. The right ear of the Mickey Mouse statue on top of the crossroads of the World Tower is made of copper and serves as a lightning rod. Guests entering Disney Studios Florida pass by Crossroads of the World before a trip down Hollywood Boulevard and into the magic and adventure of movie making.
Disney Studios Florida celebrates the action and adventure of movie-making magic.
Located at the end of Sunset Boulevard at Disney Studios Florida, the decaying and haunted Hollywood Tower Hotel invites guests to take a ride into the Twilight Zone. In the old boiler room, a bellhop loads them onto the service elevator, where haunted spirits take control and drop guests once, then twice, in a double drop down the 13 floors of the Tower of Terror. Congratulations! You found a hidden Mickey! The motors that run the elevator ride vehicles at the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror are 3 times more powerful than the ones used to lift elevators at the World Trade Center. Looming over Disney Studios Florida, the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror at 199 feet is the highest attraction in the Walt Disney World Resort. The magic of Disney animation at Disney Studios Florida is a self-guided walking tour combined with film and video presentations. Guests get a first-hand look at the creation of Disney animated films by watching animators as they work. A series of short films about the animation process is shown on overhead monitors.
The more and more that you can become that character, the more you feel like that character, the better your animation will be.
An animator is an actor. He gets a scene, he has to act it out on paper.
For most of their careers, they were known as the 9 Old Men. It was Walt Disney's nickname for the most talented of his animation staff. 4 of the 9 Old Men were in Orlando for the dedication of Disney Studios Florida. More than anything else, the presence of Ward Kimball, Mark Davis, Frank Thomas, and Ollie Johnston made the opening official.
We were influenced by a guy named Disney. I mean, Walt, he acted and he was a great storyteller, and you have to have somebody like that who's kind of has the vision of what you're trying to do.
The Florida studios of Walt Disney Feature Animation were originally created to produce short films starring Mickey Mouse and other Disney characters. But today, the Florida-based animators create full-length animated features. The Earffel Tower is the architectural symbol for Disney Studios Florida. Standing 130 feet tall, it is based on the water tower at the Walt Disney Studios in Burbank, California. This tower is strictly a symbol, however, and isn't used for water storage. The mouse ears weigh 5,000 pounds, and the hat is said to be size 342 3/8.
Voyage of the Little Mermaid at Disney Studios Florida takes place in a theater designed to look like an undersea grotto. Ariel, Eric, Sebastian, Flounder, and Ursula star in a musical adaptation of the animated feature film The Little Mermaid. In this story, a mermaid falls in love with a human and will do just about anything to give up her fins and become part of his world. Voyage of the Little Mermaid combines live actors, puppets, film clips, lasers, a curtain of water, and a lightning storm. The role of Ariel was once played by Leanza Cornett, an actress who went on to become Miss America. The entrance to the Great Movie Ride at Disney Studios Florida is a full-scale replica of the world-famous Chinese theater in Hollywood. Inside, audio animatronics figures recreate moments from classic Hollywood films. All costumes were modeled after those used in the original films. During the ride, a surprising action scene with live actors puts guests right into the movies. Putting the roof on the Great Movie Ride was a unique feat of engineering. If you have a sharp eye, you might spot Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck among the hieroglyphics in the Indiana Jones scene. Hollywood Boulevard welcomes guests to Disney Studios Florida. The Chinese Theater houses the Great Movie Ride. The entrance to the New York Street backlot is to the left of the Chinese Theater, and to the right is the Animation Courtyard, home to the magic of Disney animation. Inside the magic at Disney Studios Florida is a 40-minute special effects and production tour that reveals many of Hollywood's secrets. In this walking tour, guests get a behind-the-scenes peek to see how special effects for some famous movies were created. Torpedoes, tidal waves, and pyrotechnics are demonstrated in a simulated outdoor sea battle. At the end of this tour, a special behind-the-scenes film on the making of one of Disney's latest full-length features is shown at the Walt Disney Theater. Guests are taken through 3 sound stages where actual film and television production may be taking place. Based on the film Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, this movie set adventure at Disney Studios Florida gives kids a chance to explore, run around, and blow off steam. In a backyard jungle full of giant insects, huge plants, and overgrown food, kids experience being just 1/4 of an inch tall. They can climb film canisters and try not to get soaked by a giant leaky garden hose.
Some of the most famous moments in television history are shown in Superstar Television at Disney Studios Florida. Through the use of electronic techniques, guests are put into pre-recorded scenes of vintage and contemporary television episodes. Just like at a live TV show taping, the audience can watch the action either on the raised stage or on one of 8 6-foot-wide projection screens. Early arrivals to Superstar Television may be one of up to 30 audience members chosen to recreate scenes from various TV shows. While an actual TV show taping generally accommodates only 200 to 300 audience members, the Superstar Television Theater has 1,000 seats. Guests are selected from the audience of the Monster Sound Show at Disney Studios Florida. These audience members use actual studio sound effects to create the soundtrack for a comic mystery film. In SoundWorks, guests can listen to 3D binaural sounds and play with various sound effects devices. Beneath the screen on which the short film is shown are a wide variety of sound effects gadgets and gizmos. This is called a Foley studio, named after Jack Foley, the sound effects artist who originally created the technique. Hanging from the walls of SoundWorks are just a few of the 20,000 gadgets created by Jimmy McDonald, Walt Disney Studios sound effects wizard. For many years, Jimmy McDonald also served as the voice of Mickey Mouse. Welcome to the Monster Sound Show Foley stage. Your job as a budding Foley artist is to add sound effects to classic Disney films using the Foley instruments on the stage. Click on each instrument to hear what it sounds like. You can choose a movie clip from Steamboat Willie, Robin Hood, The Shaggy Dog, or Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs by clicking on its picture in the film strip. To play a movie, click on the Play Record sound effects button. The first time you do this, you will see the clip with sample Foley sounds mixed in. To delete these sound effects, click on the Clear sound effects button. You are now ready to add your own sound effects. Just click on the Play Record sound effects button, then click on whichever Foley instruments you wish to include in the soundtrack. If you want to delete all of the sound effects from a movie and start again, click on the Clear sound effects button.
Two theaters at Disney Studios Florida feature stage shows based on classic Disney animated films. A special parade based on one of the latest Walt Disney animated features takes place daily on Hollywood Boulevard. Mickey Mouse towers 50 feet high in the fireworks and laser spectacular Sorcery in the Sky. The show features music from classic films, including Fantasia. This high-tech production lights up the sky over the Chinese theater.
Demonstrating how dangerous stunts are performed, the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular recreates the filming of 3 action sequences from Raiders of the Lost Ark. When the director yells "cut," stunt performers replace the stars. An assistant director explains to the guests how the stunts will be performed. The action continues as the stunt people make a death-defying escape through fiery explosions.
You've got steam starts rising out of the set, and then just shortly after that, this whole face just explodes. Not quite like this. And this big ball comes rolling out here. At this point, this is already sunk down, and Indiana Jones turns and runs away from the ball.
The Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular was extensively tested from storyboards to full-scale mock-ups. Testing was done with a real ball because it was the simplest way to do it. No special machinery or maintenance was needed because gravity made the ball work every time. The rolling ball that chases Indy down the temple ramp weighs only 440 pounds and is made from roofing material. The shops at Disney Studios Florida offer a variety of movie memorabilia, character merchandise, and collectible Disneyana. The restaurants serve both hearty and light fare in Hollywood-inspired settings.
A full-scale replica of an AT-AT walker and a mock-up of an Ewok tree village welcome guests to Star Tours at Disney Studios Florida. Travelers board one of 6 Starspeeder 3000 vehicles. But Rex, the robot pilot, has never flown before, and en route to the moon of Endor, he flies into the middle of an intergalactic war. Narrowly avoiding the Imperial starship, the Starspeeder crashes through ice comets and chases TIE fighters into the heart of the Death Star. The view from the Starspeeder window is a special effects film shot in 70mm. this high-quality widescreen format is rarely used today. In the queue area, a Star Tours agent makes an announcement for Mr. Igrog Sakul. That's George Lucas, spelled backwards.
Kermit the Frog, Miss Piggy, Fozzie Bear, and the whole Muppet gang bravely perform their musical extravaganza in spite of constant interruptions. Jim Henson's MuppetVision 3D careens into 4D as soap bubbles splat on guests, water sprays in their faces, and fireworks explode inside the theater. For the finale, the Swedish chef fires a cannon from the back of the theater and blasts a hole in the movie screen. Just another day at the Muppet Labs. Before entering the main theater, guests are treated to a video glimpse of the Muppets frantically getting ready backstage. This show, hosted by Sam the Eagle, features an appearance by a Mickey Mouse imposter. The Muppet Theater is a replica of the theater made famous on The Muppet Show, complete with Waldorf and Statler, the two curmudgeons who heckle the performers from their box seats in the balcony.
Today, let's look at the advancements we've been working on for MuppetVision. Beaker, would you turn on the machine?